As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense will have the first possession of the game. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten. Only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a total to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry game.
It's a pretty cool-looking wooden turtle, I'll say that. And that's saying something, Pollack. How about that? A history lesson from you. Anyone that says that this football game's not educational, they just don't watch us in the game.
Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophies.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Movement here from the tight end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they got him for the sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing on it.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and...
He unleashes a long one. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Offense at an empty set. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's got him and they convert. He's loose. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. The run from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Illinois lining up quickly. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He turns that loose down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Sanders. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Tackled after picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Thurman. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Gage. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illabuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Going over the top. Snatches it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Gage. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. Snares it outside. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Line gets set, 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They're bringing heat. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Gage. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. They'll go to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county.
Get set, get set.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot, and it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Gage. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is